Hello, welcome to Nova Scotia. Well, spring has sprung in Nova Scotia. I know there's still snow on the ground outside, but we are 10-12 degrees outside as well, centigrade, and it's in the sort of mid-20s already inside the greenhouse here. So I'm calling spring has sprung, at least for this next week anyway. So, spring having sprung, I'm already into my seed sowing and growing seedlings, and as you can see on the side there, the bench on this side is all full up already, and my little mini greenhouse with the hotbed is full up already. Roaring success so far, that is. The hotbed's been staying about 110 Fahrenheit, 43, something like 43 degrees centigrade, and above it has been staying above freezing and obviously warming up nicely in the daytime, but above freezing at night, which is what I wanted. So that has been a success so far. Seeds are starting to germinate in there, so excellent. But I'm getting full up. Now I know I've got my other greenhouse down there, but I want to start putting some extra shelving in here. And I'm thinking on this side here, where the sun tracks across there, if I have it some sort of shelving along here, I can put some seedlings all the way along the shelves, etc. And pots, and it gives me, even in the summer, when I'll be growing tomatoes and peppers here, it should at least have enough room, if I have it sort of head height here, to put a shelf along there. So that's what I'm going to do today. Usual routine, I'm going to use some sort of pallets that I've taken apart. And these particular type ones, they don't have a great big long bit, but just have these little blocks, I reckon will be ideal. And I've got one out there that I'm going to cut up, take apart, and see if that'll work. And I'll bring some struts downwards, and they can sort of hang off there. You'll get what I'm saying in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to get on with that. Why don't you join me? So this is the pallet I'm thinking of using. Nice and wide. What I think I'm going to do, and it's not one of those ones where actually it's got the blocks, but it's nice and wide. So what I think I'm going to do is cut it 1, 2, 3 along, and on the other side, then I've got quite a long, these are about 4 foot long, so I've got a nice 8-foot shelf then. And then I may put some other slats in the middle, you know, just to cut out the gaps. Right, I better get on with it. Voila. So I've managed to salvage these bottom slats, which once I've sawn this apart, I'll be able to put along there. So that's good. And then there's no danger of, and then I can put little pots and things in there, then can't I? And there won't be any danger of them going straight over the side. So that's good. Right, what am I going to do? I'm going to cut there. So 3 slats in. One. In the wrong place. 2 slats in. Oh well. How can I fix that? One, 2, 3. Okay, might be able to fix this. There we are. One shelf for the use of. Well, I'll do the other one and then we'll look at how we're going to fix it up onto the wall. Happy with that? Right, if I have that at some sort of about eye height, like I've got it here, not shaving the bed below here or that hotbed over there, nice and easy to put plants up there, sun will be coming down, I reckon that's about right. Right, what I'm going to do is get some sort of vertical strut to come down and fix onto this, and then under here I'll just put a little block and screw that in. Easy, I think. Right, let me do it then and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so as you can probably tell by the lack of sun in the greenhouse now, it's quite a few hours later. It was a tad on the warm side, so I thought I'd go for a walk with Mrs F and young Ethan. Absolutely beautiful, down onto the seafront, as you can see. Lovely, beautiful walk here in Hubbards today. But I come back and now it's cooled down a bit, so I have got the first shelf up. Pretty simple. I'm not doing anything complicated here. So I've got that first shelf. I've screwed it to an upright, and I've screwed that to up into the roof, and the same on the other side, and then to balance it at the back, so it to sit on at the back, as you can see, I've just put some little pallet slats and screwed them in so that the base of the shelf at the back can sit on those. I've got one at either side and one in the middle, and that's all it needs, I think, really. It's going to have some trays on there, so let's test it out first of all, shall we? That's probably what I'm going to be keeping on there, a few trays along there, and then later on when I haven't got them on, I'll just be storing pots up there, but I reckon that'll do. So I'm going to do the next one now. We'll see what that looks like, and that should be job done. Back in a minute. There we go, voila. Next shelf on. This one's a bit wider than the first one. I realised I cut it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slats wide, whereas that one is 4 slats wide. No big deal. Means I've got a little bit of extra room. Pleased with that. Nice and simple again. Just the two, well, this one here, and I've screwed this side into the other shelf's upright, and then obviously again, as you can see, 2 little blocks in there, and then screwed them in to the other shelf, etc. Nice and simple, nice and sturdy. Let's get some gear on this, shall we? Some young spinach seedlings. A couple of tomato seedlings. Nice one. Lots of room there. I want to put some more stuff up there, so that's good. I've got some extra room now to put my seedlings and seeds, etc. And then later on in the summer I can just put stow my pots up there. Nice and simple. Again, didn't cost me anything other than a few screws and a bit of my time taking that pallet apart. Lots of things you can do around the garden without costing you loads of money. And in these times, pandemic, not everyone's got lots of money. You've got to find these different ideas to sort of stretch your budget, and that's what I try to do really. So hopefully I can inspire you guys to know that you can do lots of things in the garden without having to spend out lots of money. But anyway, nice bit of shelving. Job's a good one.